So, hey, my YouTubers and everyone in the world. Today is January the 5th. The time is now 9:18 a.m., guys. It's going to be a beautiful Tuesday all day. I felt like, first of all, Happy New Year to everyone. And whoever's new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that like button and leave a comment down below to let me know what you guys think about this video. So, as you guys know, it's 2021. I feel like we need to start this year off in a positive way, positive vibes, making new moves. This is a conversation we definitely needed to have because it's very imperative for us to move forward. So I wrote some things down so that I can keep myself on point with everything that I need you guys to know, and so that I make sure I'm giving you all the important details. So today's topic is going to be how to renew your mind and break out of those mental barriers for 2021. When I say how to renew your mind and break out of those mental barriers, what I mean by that is changing your mindset. There's so many different things that affect our lives. The most important thing that we need to have on point is the way that we think, how we feel, and those mental barriers. To break those mental barriers is extremely important because it determines whether or not we will move forward in a positive way in our life or not. So I felt like today this is a topic that definitely needed to be discussed because at the end of the day, this is something that's going to help us become better in our future. So, number one, easy tip number one on how to renew your mind and break those mental barriers is to change your mindset. The way that you think, the way that you feel, the way that you see things, it's very, very important for you to change your mindset. And the way that you do that is a couple different tips, and I will give you guys those tips in another video. But number one is changing your mindset. Change the way that you think. Most importantly, that that supersedes everything because the way that you think is how you're going to react to different situations. Now, easy tip number two on how to renew your mind and break those mental barriers is to focus on the end goal. A lot of times we get stuck in the beginning of the situation or in the middle of the situation while it's still happening. So the reason why you have to focus on the end goal is because that end goal is going to allow you to keep going, especially when you see that things are not working out the way that you wanted them to. You know what I'm saying? You have to have that end goal because that's going to be your motivation to continue to move forward. The key to this is continuously moving forward no matter what happens, but moving forward in a positive way. Now, easy tip number 3 on how to renew your mind and change your and break those mental barriers is to surround yourself with people who actually motivate you, people who make you feel good about who you are, people who want to see you do better. I cannot stress that enough. If you want to renew your mind and you want to break those mental barriers, you have to be around people that are a positive influence on your life. Because if you're changing your mindset to a more positive mindset and you're around people who are negative all the time, or you're around people who don't motivate you or who don't even motivate themselves, it's really not positive because it's going to be hard for you to break those mental barriers because you're around the same type of people. So honestly speaking, it's very imperative that you surround yourself with friends, family, and even associates that help you to move forward in your life. Easy tip number 4 on how to renew your mind and break those mental barriers is to read more books. Read more books. I know that sometimes it's not the easiest thing reading books, but if you pick up a book that's going to motivate you, if you picking up a book that you're interested in, if you pick up a book where you love the author, you love how they write, you can relate to them, you're going to learn so much from that book that you wouldn't have learned through life experience for years and years and years to come. So when you pick up a book, that's what helps you change your mindset on how you feel, how you look at things, the way you respond to different situations. So yes, I suggest that you guys pick up a book because you know what? Those books are going to help you to become a better version of yourself. Easy tip number 5 on how to renew your mind and break those mental barriers in 2021 is, of course, to decide that you want to live a better life. Work on changing your life. Decide that you're not happy where you are right now. Because if you was, you would not be looking at this video on how to renew your mind and change those mental barriers. So yes, you have to decide that you're not happy with your life. And it's okay to admit that to yourself or even to people who care about you and love you. Decide that where you live, you're not happy. Decide that whatever job you have, if you're not happy, then be honest with yourself, because now you know what the problem is. Your mind is going to automatically look for solutions to help you feel better. So, yes, decide that you are not happy with your life and you are willing to do whatever it takes to change your life for the better. Easy tip number 6, guys, on how to renew your mind and change those mental barriers is to change the way your heart feels about situations. And this goes back to easy tip number 5. At the end of the day, you have to decide that you're not happy. In your heart is going to tell you how you feel. You know, if you're feeling sad, if you're feeling down and out and depressed, you got to think about it. What is it that I'm thinking about that's making me feel this unhappy right now? So, yes, you got to change the way your heart feels. If you're unhappy with certain situations, don't sit there and brush it off and say, oh, no, I'm good. Don't worry about it. Not a problem. If it's a problem, it's a problem. If you're not happy, you're not happy. What you have to do is you have to change your heart and change how you feel about these situations. And the only way to do that is to renew your mind and decide, I'm breaking these mental barriers. I'm going to become better. There's nothing that's going to stop me. Once you have that type of mentality and once you put in that footwork, and this is going to bring us to easy tip number 7, and this is a bonus tip, guys. At the end of the day, do not talk about it. You have to be about it. If you decide that you want to renew your mind and break those mental barriers that's been holding you back for all these years, you have to be willing to put in that footwork. You have to be willing to put in that footwork and understand that it's not going to be a walk in the park. Understand there's going to be days when, you want to convert to being negative towards certain situations, but you have to fight that urge. And you have to say, you know what? I'm better than this, because you've been there and you've done that. And you see, with that negative mentality, you see exactly where it got you, right where you are right now. So obviously, the only way to change your life is to renew your mind and break those mental barriers. So if you like this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and like the video, as of course, and leave some comments down below. If anything, Happy New Year's to everyone, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.